Greetings esteemed viewers, welcome to my channel. I hope your day is going very well. If you like the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Zooey Deschanel hints to significant Christmas revelation, and we anticipate it involves her wedding to Jonathan Scott since the inception of their relationship. New Girl star Zooey Deschanel and Property Brothers co-host Jonathan Scott have demonstrated their resilience as a couple, evidenced by Scott's commitment to Deschanel and her family, as well as the reported approval of their parents regarding their union. Who could desire anything further? Depending on her genuine intentions behind a recent communication, Deschanel may have hinted that they are progressing to a deeper commitment and would soon make a profound declaration of love. Deschanel said the phrase, "It constitutes a full-time occupation, is exceedingly time-intensive, it is not as effortless as it may seem to certain individuals." As Kardashian previously stated, according to YouTube. The post may signify the occasion that Deschanel and Scott's admirers have been anticipating for some time, their wedding day. The wedding arrangements of Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott are gradually taking shape. Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott frequently commemorate their love milestones at holidays and significant events. In October 2019, they publicly announced their relationship on Instagram in a photo featuring a double date with Scott's brother, Drew Scott, and his wife, Linda Fan, at a Halloween-themed event. Deschanel expressed her ongoing apprehension regarding individuals adorned in frightening masks. On April 8, 2024, Scott hinted at their forthcoming nuptials in an Instagram post alluding to the solar eclipse occurring on the same day. He captioned the post, "I will only state this once," while displaying a sign indicating the date and location of the wedding, which was subsequently obscured by the eclipse. Consequently, it could represent a full-circle moment for them to celebrate their wedding during the enchanting and significant season of Christmas. Although the significance of Deschanel's post remains ambiguous, the couple's admirers may see the minimal indication as substantial proof that their marriage is imminent, particularly considering they have been engaged since August 2023. Although Scott's proposal did not coincide with a notable holiday, it did occur when the pair was on their holiday vacation in Scotland. Since that time, the couple has appeared to have difficulties in finalizing their wedding arrangements, despite indications such as a wedding planner suggesting that Deschanel's gown would surpass Scott's anticipations. In a November 2024 interview with Us Weekly, Scott remarked on the sluggish development, expressing their aspiration to marry in 2024, despite the absence of advancements toward that objective. "We became engaged not this August, but the preceding August," he stated. "We have presumed it might occur this year or thereabouts." Jonathan Scott's fascination with holiday decor is a charming method to infuse reminiscence into his seasonal embellishments, rendering his home really comfortable and individualized. Holiday decorating may be enjoyable with Jonathan Scott's exquisite nostalgic settings, allowing you to replicate a memory-laden aesthetic starting at $23. What is your fixation on holiday decorations? In a new video featuring his and Zooey Deschanel's holiday decorations, Jonathan Scott's theme is nutcrackers. In the Christmas decor video shared on Drew plus Jonathan, he remarks, "I possess numerous items in all sizes. I have been gathering them for numerous years. Do I own names for each one? Do not be concerned. Indeed, I possess them." He continues, "I have Scottish nutcrackers, classic varieties, and a diverse assortment, including some that are embellished." His preferred piece is a compact Canadian nutcracker, while his latest acquisition is a glitter-adorned nutcracker topped with a cupcake. For those seeking optimal methods to incorporate vintage decor, Scott offers insightful recommendations derived from his personal residence. He suggests, if you possess a highly recognizable decoration that you utilize annually, you can diversify it each year by incorporating a slight variation. Observe the unconventional and whimsical Christmas decorations of Jonathan Scott and Zooey Deschanel in their Los Angeles residence. The Property Brothers star showcases his and his fiancée's festively adorned family residence in a recent video tour. Jonathan Scott and Zooey Deschanel are prepared for a holiday season at home laced with pastels. The Property Brothers star provided fans with a personal tour of his and fiancée Zooey Deschanel's very whimsical, winter wonderland-themed holiday decorations at their Los Angeles residence. A family residence, shown in a recent video uploaded to the YouTube channel of Jonathan and his twin brother, Drew Scott. The tour commences in the couple's foyer, adorned with railings embellished with pink and green ornaments, velvet ribbon, and leafy garlands. Pink and white branches adorned with miniature lights are arranged atop shelves to produce a whimsical woodland ambience. Numerous regulations exist regarding holiday decoration, states Jonathan, 46 in the film, attired in a festive black, white, and red holiday jumper. However, as is commonly understood, rules are often disregarded, thus it ultimately hinges on your level of comfort. While the film displays many trees and staircases within the residence embellished with glass decorations and trinkets, Jonathan imparts one of his fundamental holiday decorating principles to the audience. A significant guideline is that if you have young children or large pets, you should exercise caution with items that they may topple and that can break, such as glass, he recommends. Currently, we possess an abundance of glass and tinsel. Nevertheless, we have established certain ground rules, and the children excel at refraining from toppling objects. Jonathan is about to become the stepfather to Deschanel's two children, Elsie Otter, aged 9, and Charlie Wolf, aged 7, whom she shares with her ex-husband Jacob Pekenik. Related, Jonathan Scott and Zooey Deschanel embrace the holiday spirit in anticipation of their first Christmas together. The Drew and Jonathan website indicates that, although their decor is abundant, sustainability significantly influences the family's Christmas decoration approach. Jonathan indicates that they repurpose numerous Christmas decorations annually, occasionally incorporating new and enjoyable items. All of the couple's interior trees are synthetic, which Jonathan values, noting the convenience of not needing to fell a fresh tree each holiday season. It is pleasant to possess a blend of the traditional and the contemporary, he remarks. The couple's Christmas modus operandi prominently features DIY projects. Jonathan showcases cardboard mistletoe arrangements displayed in their home, which he asserts are an excellent method for engaging children in creating throughout the holiday season. Jonathan's cherished nutcrackers are the focal point of his Christmas decor fixation. His preferred choice? The embellished pink and blue nutcracker from Glitterville Studios that he positions adjacent to the largest tree in the home, naturally. Jonathan additionally advises viewers to identify distinctive, unutilized areas within their residences to serve as staging locations for enjoyable Christmas displays. The pair converted a water feature in their indoor patio into a dripping, snow-laden, Candyland-inspired fountain. Near the conclusion of the movie, Jonathan contributes to the long-standing discussion regarding the appropriate timing for erecting Christmas decorations, asserting that those who hold excessively strong opinions on the matter should simply relax. Display them if it brings you joy. Jonathan tends to be early. He installs his internal decorations at the beginning of November, subsequently adorning the exterior just after Thanksgiving. I prefer to maintain it for extended durations, allowing us to savor it, he states. In October 2023, Jonathan and Zooey disclosed their cohabitation to POPL, shortly following their engagement during a family excursion to Scotland in August. The couple, who initially united after filming an episode of Carpool Karaoke with their renowned siblings, Drew and Zooey's sister, Bones actress Emily Deschanel, in August 2019, have yet to finalize the specifics of what they have described as a fairly intimate wedding. Both partners have prior marriages. Deschanel was married to Ben Gibbard, the leader of Death Cab for Cutie, from 2009 to 2012, and to Pekenik from 2015 until 2020. Jonathan was previously wed to Kelsey Uli, a flight coordinator, from 2007 to 2010. Indicators of concern in Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott's relationship, according to our experts. Zooey Deschanel, star of New Girl, and Jonathan Scott, one half of the Property Brothers, commenced their acquaintance in August 2019, and shortly thereafter, they publicly disclosed their relationship. Although the couple appears deeply enamored with one another, certain aspects of their relationship evoke a sense of discomfort. To further investigate the potential red flags observed in Deschanel and Scott's relationship, we consulted Susan Winter, a popular book and relationship specialist, along with Nicole Moore, the founder and CEO of LoveWorks Method and a celebrity love and relationship coach. Although identifying specific red flags can be challenging, Winter elucidates the appropriate areas of focus. Is the happiness enduring? Have the relationship issues been resolved? Does the love persist and intensify? She inquires. These are the elements that contribute to a healthy relationship. Now, specifically for glam, Winter and Moore elucidate the reasons Deschanel would be experiencing an anxious attachment style, and how Scott's doppelganger could potentially disrupt their harmony. Fans had expressed apprehensions regarding the relationship between Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott. Upon the revelation of Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott's relationship in October 2019, it is evident that not all fans were initially supportive of the couple. Scott acknowledged in an interview with People that the response from Deschanel's social media followers surprised him. When we initially commenced our relationship, Zooey shared a photograph of us together, he disclosed in 2023. I recall observing that the initial comment directly beneath stated, "Why is she with a property brother?" I thought, excuse me, how impolite. Naturally, although neither individual seemed concerned about her fans' opinions, Nicole Moore exclusively elucidates why this response from Deschanel's fanbase may indicate a potential red sign. Jonathan may have experienced insecurity regarding his relationship with Zooey at the outset, owing to the audience's tepid response to their romance, she states. He expressed that he experienced a significant infatuation upon their initial meeting prior to their courtship, suggesting that the power dynamic at the onset of their relationship may have been skewed, with Jonathan idealizing Zooey. Although this concern might not have arisen had they not been public figures, the public scrutiny ultimately contributed to a potential issue. Nonetheless, Susan Winter elucidates that ultimately, the opinions of fans should not significantly impact the two celebrities. Zooey asserted dominance over the narrative by responding to negative remarks with poise and determination, Winter elucidates. This reflects her dedication and her unwillingness to compromise for the sake of her admirers. Zooey Deschanel was first concerned that Jonathan Scott had ceased communication with her. In a 2023 interview with People, Jonathan Scott disclosed that Zooey Deschanel had believed he was neglecting her communication. Ghosting refers to the abrupt cessation of communication by an individual without explanation, and it can be a challenging experience to endure. Scott disclosed, "We communicated daily, either through conversation or text, with the exception of the occasion when I embarked on a crowded expedition into the heart of the Rocky Mountains, where cellular service was unavailable. She believed I was disregarding her due to my lack of response for approximately 3 days." Nicole Moore exclusively elucidates that presuming someone is terminating a relationship just due to their current unavailability may signify a red flag. Zooey may possess an anxious attachment style or trust issues that she introduced into the relationship, as a more secure individual might presume his lack of communication was due to business rather than disinterest, she discloses. Zooey's immediate assumption of rejection may indicate her relationship insecurities or fears of abandonment. In addition to her apprehension about being ghosted, the lack of communication regarding potential future plans between the two may also indicate a red flag. A trip to the mountains is undoubtedly a topic worth discussing with the individual you are dating, even if your communication remains casual. This may suggest that the two experienced communication difficulties initially. Zooey Deschanel entered into a formal relationship with Jonathan Scott shortly after her divorce. In October, Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott announced their relationship on Instagram, and a month later, they made their red carpet debut as a pair at the 2019 Critics' Choice Documentary Awards. The situation would not have been peculiar had it not been for Deschanel's divorce, announced in September 2019, which renders this couple's timeline very constrained. Nicole Moore and Susan Winter contend that Deschanel and Scott hastily entered into their relationship. Announcing a relationship so soon after meeting is a daring decision, reflecting a all-in mindset. Winter informs Glam exclusively. The couple became Instagram official 2 months after their initial encounter, indicating their swift progression. Moore elucidates that it is improbable Zooey had ample time to process her prior relationship before officially engaging with Jonathan, potentially leading her to carry emotional baggage into the new relationship. When one partner has recently exited another relationship, it may instigate concerns in the other partner regarding being merely a rebound, or that their partner harbors residual feelings for their ex. Although this situation does not necessarily constitute a significant red flag, hastily entering a new relationship immediately following a previous one is generally inadvisable, which explains why some may speculate that Deschanel and Scott's relationship lacks permanence. Zooey Deschanel appears to be the kind of individual who becomes completely immersed in love. Although individuals experience love at varying rates, it is evident that some individuals may become overly absorbed in their relationships. Nicole Moore elucidates to Glam the reasons why Zooey Deschanel might exemplify this phenomenon. When individuals transition rapidly from one long-term relationship to another, it often serves as a red flag indicating a fear of solitude, Moore observes. It is conceivable that Zooey excessively loses her identity within relationships and struggles to cultivate a sense of self independent of being a partner. In January 2020, nearly 4 months into their relationship, Deschanel shared a selfie with Jonathan Scott on Instagram, captioned, "Once in a lifetime you meet someone who changes everything." Moore suggests that while it is conceivable that she perceived her connection with Jonathan as too significant to forego, it would have been more prudent for Zooey to transition gradually into her new relationship with Jonathan instead of hastily committing to another long-term engagement. Numerous indicators suggest that an individual is hastily entering a relationship, and although Moore elucidated its significance, it is evident that Deschanel swiftly transitioned from one relationship to another. Susan Winter contends that Deschanel's enthusiasm for the relationship in its initial stages is not unusual. Zooey's effusive Instagram post merely 4 months after meeting Jonathan is characteristic of the honeymoon phase in a new relationship, she asserts. This period is marked by an idyllic sense of romance, wherein every aspect of our partner appears flawless. Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott's relationship may involve conflicting objectives regarding attention. Maintaining a relationship alongside thriving careers necessitates considerable effort, which is why many high-profile couples often experience breakups due to their hectic schedules. Nicole Moore exclusively informs Glam that Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott appear to be a deeply connected couple. However, they may not always have the desired amount of one-on-one time. She notes that their extremely busy and demanding schedules could pose a significant concern if it hinders their romantic connection. It is essential for them to be discerning about their project selections and to consistently communicate their plans to ensure the longevity of their relationship. Moore asserts that Jonathan's strong connection with his twin, Drew Scott, may pose challenges in his romantic relationship. Jonathan's closeness with his twin can be beneficial, yet it may also signal potential issues if this twin dynamic begins to interfere with his relationship with Zooey, Moore elucidates. Twins often develop such a cohesive bond that their romantic partners may feel secondary, perceiving that the twins place greater trust and reliance on one another than on their partners. Ultimately, neither their demanding schedules nor Jonathan's relationship with his twin need to be viewed as red flags. This is contingent upon how the couple navigates these factors.